for joining us today. My name is Brandy Chamberlain, and I am the recruiter for our online programs here at UofL. And today I'm going to talk with you just a little bit about the services that we offer to our military students for support services, as well as our academic services and academic programs that we provide to our military connected student population. First off, I would like to start by thanking you for your service. We at UofL are extremely proud of not only the services that we offer to you, but the services that you provide to us. So we want to reward you for that sacrifice. So today we're just going to talk a little bit about that information that we have to offer students. And I'm going to give you the chance at the end of the presentation to ask any questions that you might have. So at any point during the presentation, please feel free to post any questions that you might have in the chat. I will be monitoring that as we go throughout the session. But also at the end of the session, if you feel comfortable, please feel free to unmute yourself or turn your camera on, and we can have some interactive talk, and I would love to answer your questions that way. So let's go ahead and get started here, and we'll talk a little bit about the services that we provide. So first and foremost, we like to make sure that our students know if you are a currently serving member of the Armed Forces, Reserves, or National Guard, and you're considering any higher education program, whether that's at UofL or not, we do recommend that you start the process by contacting your installation's education office or your unit's education officer. They are going to be the best first point of contact to help you get going. And then once you have applied to UofL or wherever it is that you decide to end up going, then that's when our Center for Military Connected Students and our admissions office is going to step in and start assisting you with the process here at UofL. So a lot of times students are, you have a lot of opportunities and a lot of options. And one thing that we are super proud of at UofL is the service that we provide to our military affiliated students and their families. So as you can see here, we take that very seriously at UofL, and the quality of online education at UofL is going to be a bit different than what you might receive at other schools. So a lot of times people think that online education means that you are alone or you're isolated. And one of the things that we love most about our online programs here at UofL is that our online courses are taught by the same faculty that teach the in-person face-to-face classes. And what a lot of our faculty will do is that they record the lectures that they deliver in those in-person classes, and then they post those online. So you are literally getting the same type of instruction as a student who is seated in a class. So among that, what we value the most is our recognition for our military students that we provide. So we have been designated a military-friendly institution for 12 consecutive years. We are one of only 37 major research institutions to receive that gold status. We also are considered a military spouse-friendly school. And the newest award that we have received is the 2022 Military Times Best for Vets Colleges. And that is something that we are super proud of. So we're going to talk a little bit about the services and resources that we do provide to you. We offer over 60 fully online programs at the bachelor's, master's, doctoral, and certificate levels. And most of our classes are taught in accelerated formats, and they are asynchronous. So that means that some of those classes may only be 8 weeks long, and you're able to move through those classes in a little bit faster of a progression. And asynchronous just means that you are not required to log in at any specific time. You are able to log in and complete your coursework at times that are convenient to you and your schedule. Most of our graduate programs also are no longer requiring the GRE or the GMAT for admission. So let's talk a little bit more about the services that we do offer to our military affiliated student population. So in addition to those awards that we just talked about, we do offer a $250 per credit hour tuition rate. And we'll talk a little bit more in detail about that here in just a minute. The main thing I want you to take away from that is that $250 per credit hour tuition rate applies to all of our online programs at the undergraduate level and many of our graduate level programs. We also recognize the American Council on Education credit recommendations when we look at awarding you credit for your military education and the training that you get on your joint services transcript. We also know that we want to honor your time and your sacrifice that you are giving to your country, and we will allow you to re-enter your academic program with no penalties upon deployment. So all you have to do is get in contact with our our Center for Military Connected Students, and they will assist you in that process. So let's talk a little bit more about the $250 per credit hour rate. And there are not many major research institutions like UofL that offer that credit rate at the graduate level. So there are specific programs, for example, our MBA, our Masters of Engineering Management, and some of our graduate level certificates that do not offer the $250 per credit hour rate, but they do offer a discounted tuition rate. And if you have any questions about which programs are eligible, you can go ahead and post that in the chat, or we can talk about that at the end of the presentation, and I'm happy to answer that. So active duty and Coast Guard members automatically qualify for this rate. There is nothing additional that you need to do. And National Guard and Reserve members could qualify for this rate if they are eligible for Title X military tuition assistance. So again, that's something that your unit education officer can help you with, or you can also reach out and contact our Center for Military Connected Students, and they can let you know if you qualify for that rate as well. One of the things that we are most well known for would be our degree programs that offer prior learning assessment. So in addition to recognizing your credits for your joint services transcript, we have two programs at the undergraduate level that award prior learning, what we call prior learning assessment. That's our Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership and Learning, where you can earn up to 48 credit hours tuition free, and our Bachelor of Science in General Studies, where you can earn up to 27 credit hours tuition free. So we realize that work and life experience are just as important, maybe more so important, when it comes to your overall knowledge and how that applies to where you want to be with your career and with your education. So within these programs is built the opportunity for prior learning. So within this, you will get credit for your prior work history, your military service, any type of community service or leadership opportunities, and you are able to bring all of that life experience and be awarded credit for those opportunities and that learning that you have received. So with that, it does allow you to graduate faster. So we can talk a little bit more about that once we get done if you have any questions about that. So let's talk a little bit about our Center for Military Connected Students, which is a new office that we just opened. They are about to open, they're in the process of building a wonderful new center in one of our buildings on campus. But those services are available to all of our students, whether they are in face-to-face classes or online classes. So what they are going to do is they are going to connect you with resources, both student and academic support resources. They're going to connect you with each other because we know that military students, military families have very unique experiences. So they want to connect that community together so that you can support each other through personal success, but also through student success, because we want you to be successful just as much as you want to be successful. So that means that we need to provide you with the resources for you to achieve that success. So within the Center for Military Connected Students, they are going to confirm your military status and your affiliation. They actually make undergraduate admissions decisions. They will help you identify the benefits that you qualify for. They will advocate for your military credit transfer. Um, and they also will connect you with who you need to speak with to assist you with withdrawals and readmit due to deployments or call to active status. So along with that, so the Center for Military Connected Students is going to actually make your decision for admission at the undergraduate level. But at the graduate level, they are going to assist in that graduate decision, in that academic and admissions decision. So once you apply to U of L, you have access to your application portal. And that is where you can track the status of your application. So you can see if we have received your transcripts, where your application, what your admission status is. At the graduate level, you can see if we have your transcripts, your letters of recommendation, and your other documentation. So you will work very closely with our Center for Military Connected Students, whether you are at the undergraduate or the graduate level. So let's talk a little bit about our online degrees. So we offer 13 fully online bachelor's degrees. Most of them are either a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science. So basically the difference between a BA and a BS is that the BA generally focuses on humanities related classes, while the BS will emphasize math and science. We talked a little bit about our organizational leadership and learning program, which is one of our top programs overall, but especially with our military connected students because of that opportunity for that prior learning assessment. So we do offer 9 tracks in that program, so you can focus your specialization in an area that is relevant to you and where you want to be within your career. So the options that we have for that, we have leadership training and organization development. We have project management for the modern workforce, digital leadership in IT. We have a human resource development track. We have counseling and human relations. We have a career and technical education track. And then our newest track that we offer within that is our diversity, inclusion, community engagement, and equity. Now, another top track within our organizational leadership and learning is a healthcare leadership track. So those are where a lot of our students will go into when they want to be involved in the healthcare field, but maybe not necessarily in patient care. So for example, we have a lot of students who have an RN degree who don't want to go into nursing management, but they want to go into some form of leadership. So that is a lot of the students that we see going into that. Another one of our top programs that we see with our military connected students at the undergraduate and the graduate level are our criminal justice programs. So let's talk a little bit about the graduate level programs that we offer. So these are our fully online masters, and we do have one fully online doctoral degree. That is our Doctor of Social Work. So some of our popular graduate programs are our MBA, our Engineering Management, our Master of Science in Social Work, Human Resources and Organization Development, and our teaching programs. So the Doctor of Social Work is the first fully online doctoral degree that we do offer here at U of L. Hopefully we'll be launching some more doctoral level degrees online here soon. One of the great things about our MSSW program that we offer is that students do not have to have a social work bachelor's degree, a background in social work in order to go into that MSSW program. And that is something that really draws a lot of people in, especially for our military connected student population who may want to go into some form of social work related to military connected students and family resources. So our social work program does allow social work backgrounds into that program. So if you have some questions about that, I'd be happy to answer that. And we also offer several certificates online, and these tend to be pretty popular with our military affiliated population, especially within the cybersecurity, the data science, the data analytics, and that sort of thing. So these are fully online certificates. Some are available at the undergraduate level and some are available at the graduate level. So certificates can be completed as part of a degree. So they do not extend the amount of time that it takes you to complete your degree program. And a lot of times they're a great platform to start your education and easily move into a degree. So you can complete them standalone, or you can complete them as part of your degree program, and they count as your elective hours. So no additional time or cost in order to complete those certificates or to move that into a degree program. The newest certificate that we offer is our Six Sigma certification, which is quickly becoming a very popular certification program that we offer. So once you decide to take the step to apply to an online program at UofL, you are going to be assisted by our enrollment counselors. And we are known for our excellent student service and personal outreach that we offer. I myself was an online student. I completed all 3 of my degrees online at different institutions. My bachelor's degree is in the UofL program, and the service that I received while an online student at UofL is not common among some other online programs. So our enrollment counselors are assigned to students based on their academic program, and they will answer your admissions and program related questions. You don't have to schedule an appointment with them. There's a chat option on our website. You can call, you can email. Their hours are basically 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, and they are there to be accessible on demand during our business hours. So they're going to customize support based on your individual student needs. You're going to receive one-on-one contact from them. They're going to support you through all of the process. So they will reach out to prospective students to discuss your goals, your barriers, the opportunities that await you, and any program related questions. And they're also going to connect you to UofL resources and the academic programs. So one thing I do like to let students know is that our enrollment counselors are not admissions counselors, and they don't process your application or transcripts. That would be handled at the undergraduate level through the Center for Military Connected Students, and at the graduate level through graduate admissions. But they will help you in any way that they can. So let's talk about admissions for a little bit. So admission requirements vary depending on your program. So all students, regardless of the program that they're interested in, will need to submit UofL's application for admission and send transcripts to UofL. Some programs may require other materials. For our active duty service members and our veterans, you do not have to submit an application fee. That is waived for you. And then we do encourage you to check for scholarships. So at the graduate level, you are going to need to also provide some letters of recommendation along with that. And that is something that your enrollment counselor can help you with as well. Some of our programs have other application deadlines, especially the programs that operate on 8-week terms. But for the most part, the general preferred application deadlines are April 1st for a summer semester start, August 1st for a fall semester start, and December 1st for a spring semester start. So with some of our financial resources, in addition to the reduced tuition rate that we offer, we do have several military connected scholarships that you can look into. And also our financial aid office is going to assist you. So we do recommend all students, especially at the undergraduate level, fill out the FAFSA application. And once that is processed, that's what's going to determine your eligibility for all federal and state-based grants, student loans, work study, and some scholarships. In addition to that, with the new our newest scholarship is the Salute to Service Veteran Independent Scholarship. And that is something that we just started awarding this year, and that will be awarded in the fall. And in the spring semester, we do award 2 scholarships, and that is a renewable scholarship each semester. So another thing that we offer for some of you who may be veterans, we are part of the Federal Academic Alliance, and that is for non-military federal employees. We provide you with a 10% off tuition rate for our online programs. So there are a lot of options to help you with financing and paying for your education. So when I talked about support, not just financial support and admission support, but we want to provide academic support. And so these are a list of the resources that you will have access to as an online student. And two of the ones that I used the most was our virtual library and our virtual writing center. So they are there to help you with any type of resource that you need, assistance that you need. So maybe it's finding sources for a paper, or maybe you need someone to review your paper or suggest some edits. That is what they are there for. All of these are free of charge. So if you have any questions about the services that are available through these academic support offices, I'm happy to answer those questions as well. So one of the things that we do recommend students to do is to attend program-specific info sessions. And those sessions are always posted on our website at louisville.edu and going to the online programs page. But if you have any questions, you can always just scan this QR code. And I've also listed the louisville.edu/military-connected-students. That is the website to go to contact the Military Connected Student Center. And either they or I am happy to help you in any way that we can. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions. All right, so thank you again for joining me tonight. I know you have about a billion other things you could be doing, but you chose to spend a little bit of your evening with me. So at this time, if you feel comfortable, please feel free to go ahead and unmute your microphone or turn your camera on and let me know any questions that you might have. And if you can't unmute or turn your camera on, you can also feel free to post your questions in the chat.
Hi, ma'am. I had a question about the computer science program. So I would need like 3 of those prerequisite courses. Would that be at that reduced 250 per credit hour rate as well?
That's correct. As long as are you active duty?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you will get any courses that you take with us as an active duty service member, with the exception of a few programs, but specifically for computer science, whether it's prerequisites or program courses that you need, those are the $250 per credit hour tuition rate. And we do that intentionally because we know that's mostly what you get for tuition assistance. So this basically, in essence, you will be able to receive your degree tuition free.
And then my other question was, do you guys have any like job placement programs that separate you from different colleges?
Yes, we sure do. So the computer science program is offered through our JB Speed School of Engineering, and they have wonderful ties out not only in the local community, but nationwide with employers. And one of the things that is part of all of their programs is that they do, at the undergraduate level, they do mandatory internships and co-ops. And so even at the graduate level, there is a plethora of employers that are just waiting to hire our graduates. So that is free of charge for students who go through the program and as alumni within the JB Speed School of Engineering.
Thank you.
And then while you're a student, they'll do different career fairs and job fairs that you can attend. They'll host different virtual workshops and that sort of thing. Any final questions before we end our session tonight? You can always, again, feel free to reach out to me anytime directly. I'm going to put my email address in the chat for you. So that way you will have that directly. And for those of you who may be looking at the recording, my email address is brandy.chamberlain, BRANDY CHAMBERLAIN at Louisville.edu. That's LOUISVILLE.edu.
Hi, Brandy. I had a question in regards to attending U of L in an online status. Would we still be eligible for services on campus in person?
Absolutely, yes. So our tuition rates are for students, whether they are taking classes in person or online, and all of our support services and resources are available for students. It does not matter the method of delivery of your classes. So sometimes we have local students who take their classes online just because it's more convenient to their work schedules and that sort of thing, but then who come to campus maybe for a class here or there, or who come to take advantage of some of the different resources that we offer. And we also do a lot of different veteran and military affiliated events on campus that we host for our military affiliated students. So you can pick and choose as much as you want to come to campus or virtual, any combination, however that's going to best suit you.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you have any final questions?
Nope, that was it. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful night.